Good morning and welcome back to the NBC Home, where we make time for what matters. Today's video is quite special because it's about something that we all try to do every day. It's time management. And to be a little bit more specific, it is time management with toddlers at home. Keep watching. So here's the truth. I believe that time management is just a myth. It's just non-existent. It's not even possible to manage the time. We all have the same amount in the day. It mainly comes down to our perception of time, how we deal with it, how we use it, how we can make the most out of it without overwhelming ourselves and still getting some stuff done every day. How do you achieve that? I think it's not that difficult, but it requires a little bit of practice. So today I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks about how you need to get started and what you can do about this. The first tip that I wanted to give you has to do with mindset. Although now it should be more evident than in any other time in history that we truly have time for what we make time for, it still requires you to set your mindset this way. Telling yourself constantly that you don't have time for the things you wish you had time for, or telling yourself constantly that there are not enough hours in the day to get all the work done you want to get done is not useful. Instead, try to just create the time with using the right words. Try to create a time with a new attitude towards time, towards your day, towards everything you try to achieve in a given time frame. If you feel that the days are too short, it is probably because you are planning way too much stuff. And although I'm a huge fan of productivity, it is not good to disappoint yourself every single day because you're planning to get too much done. You're planning for the impossible. So how you can avoid that? Prioritize. Write a list of all the things you want to get done in a specific time frame, let's say this week, or in the next 2 weeks, or maybe this month if you're a monthly planner. And prioritize and break it down to little steps. What is it that I can get done today? What is it that I definitely cannot get done today? Because that's also important, just to be aware of your limitations and set yourself up for success instead of setting yourself up for failure because you are trying to plan a million things into one day, when you already know there's going to be instances where something just happens and you need to prioritize your children, or you need to prioritize your family, or something else in between. Emergencies always happen. Things that need our attention right now in this very moment always happen. So why would you overplan yourself when you could just relax a little bit and get on a different mindset with regard to time management? So once you prioritize your list of things and you schedule them into your calendar, be prepared to reschedule over and over and over again, because that is life with toddlers. To be fair, we make a plan and then we change the plans, we make another plan, and then we change that plan, and it kind of goes on and on and on, because that's how life rolls. The truth is, this is where flexibility comes into the picture and is so important than never before. You have to be flexible with your children, with your family, with your co-workers, with your team, if you're running a business or if you're a manager. You just have to be a bit more patient. You just have to be a bit more flexible, because now more than ever before, things just don't go to plan. We just cannot get stuff completed as quickly as we want, as effectively, as efficiently as we want, and we just gotta roll with it. But by doing this, you can build like a true resilience and also a lot of confidence, because when you achieve stuff and you become a little bit better at planning and you become a little bit better at not letting yourself off the hook so quickly, it just creates this motivation within, and it creates this sense of accomplishment, and it's just all rolling into a sense of confidence and maybe increased self-worth, because often the two can go together. Having that said, whilst I think that rescheduling and prioritizing is super important, I think there are a number of things on which you should not compromise under any circumstance. And here they are. Number one, sleep. Do not compromise on your sleep. You need to get as many hours as you can or as your body needs, but don't compromise on sleep. Just staying up late night just to get something done, I don't think it's a clever idea. It's going to make you ridiculously tired the next day, and it could take you up to an entire week to recover from one night of significant amount of sleep lost. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. The second thing I suggest that you do not compromise on is family meals, especially dinner time. I think family dinner time is like so important. It's when we all get together, we discuss how the day was, everybody is kind of ready to let the day go, and it's super important to have that conversation of like, how did you feel, how was your day, what went right, what went wrong, or if there was a lot of drama in the day in your family, it's your opportunity to discuss the drama and go to bed without negative feelings. It's a really, really good opportunity for everybody to, you know, empty your bucket and start the next day with fresh cards. The third thing I do not suggest that you compromise on is your self-care. You know exactly how important self-care is, and I think this is something that needs to be prioritized every single day. I get my self-care hours in the morning between 5 and 9. I cannot always wake up at 5, sometimes that is just 6, but then between 6 and 9, it's my time. I get to do the things that I love. I get to do my meditation, my little journaling, and I can exercise. I think it's really important to move your body. It helps a lot with mental health issues. It helps a lot with anxiety or this feeling of like being stuck at home and not being able to do what you wanted to do. If you are really sad about something that you have missed, it could be a holiday, it could be some travel to see your family, it could be anything. I think moving your body gets you out of your head, and it really does help with recovering from any negative emotion. If you have someone to share parenting with, then definitely do work in shifts. This works so well for us. Like, we work throughout the whole lockdown, and for however long we need to continue this, we are working in shifts. I get my shift, and then my husband gets his shift, and in between we have free time or work time. Do make sure that you always schedule for your free time and for your work time as well, and try to be as accurate as you can in terms of how much time a task will take for you, because when you have very little time where you can really focus on what you're going to get done and what you want to achieve, it's really important that you don't get distracted. The more time you spend thinking about what you want to get done, the less you are actually going to achieve. So to avoid that, you can just plan. You can look at what is it that you need to get done, how much time do you have, and realistically what is possible for you. Again, it's very important that you stay true to yourself and you be realistic and honest with yourself about what you can actually achieve in that given time frame. I'm awesome at over planning myself, and I'm absolutely awesome at beating myself up after that because I have not finished everything I wanted to finish. So this is an area that I definitely need to improve in my own life, but hey, we're here, we can practice every day, so that's fine. Guys, I hope this was useful for you. If you liked any particular area or part of this video, let's discuss it in the comments. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel below and check out the description for other ways to get in touch with me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. I hope that you love the new background, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.